What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I know I've been gone for a minute and now I'm back. So get ready for the videos to keep dropping because y'all know I kind of paused for a minute because I was waiting to move and now I moved. So I will be giving y'all a live update on that. And let's go ahead and get into the video. These questions aren't in no type of order. I kind of just wrote them down in a random order. So if you ask the question and you're wondering if it's your question, if you know, you know. If you don't, oh well. But I did not write down nobody's name. I'm not dropping nobody's name. I'm not tagging. I'm not linking people. So if you ask the question, you should know if it's your question or not. And I'm going to give you the answers for it. Also, I did pull some questions down from other things, such as, text messages that I've received on questions and, dating and all that other stuff, or in just life in general. So don't be surprised if your question is asked in here and you didn't even put it in my question and answer little link thing that I've been dropping all over social media. But guess what? It's gonna get answered today. So first and foremost, how do I feel about distant relationships? Honestly, I don't think they're for me, just because I'm that type of person where I love hard. So I could and I have in the past, but for me personally, I feel like it's different strokes for different folks. So with that being said, that's just not my cup of tea. I'm at a place now where I'm intentionally doing everything. So I just being away from somebody for that long, if it was their job and they were like gone for, XYZ amount of time, that would have been different. But me not living in the same state or city as somebody else and it being really, really far, and, we have to come to a common ground to see each other, that's a little bit much for me. I've done that in the past. It didn't really work out, and I just don't think it's for me. But to answer your question, how do I feel about it? I think that it's for somebody who is secure in their relationship already, and I feel like it's for somebody who's already known that person prior to living in different states or different cities. Like, you guys have spent time together prior to being distant. But anything other than that, I think it's just a lot of work, and I'm not with it. Not for a relationship. Like, if we were married and you moved and for a job or something, cool. But like, if we just dating and you live in another city or state and it's far, and I gotta come see you and you gotta come see me, and then we gotta figure out who's gonna do it next, like, it's just too much. Like, it's too much compromising. Almost like if we were in a marriage and we ain't married, so what am I doing all this for? Nah, I'm not doing that. My next question is how to get over somebody after three kids, wow, 2 kids and 3 years. So I'm guessing that was how to get over them if y'all have been together for 3 years and y'all got 2 kids together. That's what we're going with. Honestly, it's not necessarily about how to get over somebody. It's kind of to manage, not being with that person. Because getting over somebody takes time. And I'm not going to front you. It's not going to be something that you probably will ever get over. But it'll be something that is easier to manage moving forward. So just kind of spend time with yourself and acknowledge, where things went wrong in certain aspects of the relationships, and, why it is that you guys didn't work, and, learn, grow, and move forward. The kids shouldn't hold y'all in a relationship at the end of the day, because with or without the kids, if your relationship is not there, then there's no need to force it because y'all have children. Like, y'all can co-parent, y'all can still be cool, cordial, respectful, and not be together. I'm a prime example of that. I have several exes that I'm cool with, but we're not in a relationship. Honestly, I don't even look at them like that anymore. So it just kind of works. But as far as having children with somebody, again, that's another thing. But again, you just kind of gotta take it day by day. It's a process, and trust the process. But recognize, obviously, y'all ain't together for a reason, so there's no sense in forcing something that's not working already. If it's not a something as simple as, you know, I don't know, like somebody, you know, did something and made a mistake or whatever, and it's forgivable, then cool. But if it's something that, you know, ain't worth putting a relationship back together, then don't stress it. It's not that deep. I think you should just, you know, let the relationship go as far as a, you know, romantic relationship, but y'all can be, you know, cordial, co-parent, and even if y'all gotta, you know, not communicate outside of the child, then don't do that. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I feel like, again, that's something that you guys know why you broke up, so there's no reason to force it to be just because y'all have kids together. The kids kind of can tell when you guys force it. I'm not even gonna front you, because both my parents aren't together, but they've been with other people, and you know, it kind of worked. I didn't question why you with him, why you with her, that type of thing. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, my mom was talking to somebody else, my dad's talking to somebody else, okay, cool. Like, either you like either they like the person that you're with, or they don't. But at the end of the day, they're not gonna be like, you know, kids are always gonna, you know, want their parents together, but that's just kids. But at the end of the day, like, they'll grow up and they'll realize, you know, mommy and daddy just are friends, or mommy and daddy just, you know, didn't work together, blah blah, whatever. You explain that when they get older, not when they're kids, because they don't really put two and two together. They just see y'all go y'all separate ways, and that's it. Of course, they want y'all to be together because that's just everybody's idea of a family. But again, as they grow, they'll understand it. When they have their own relationships with both of y'all, then it's different. So it won't even matter that y'all not together, as long as you're still putting in the time and the energy with your kids, and still, you know, showing them the same unconditional love with or without y'all being together, then they'll be fine. Also, again, I would recommend having a moment to, you know, take an inventory on your feelings and emotions that is attached to that relationship, and, you know, break it down and begin to work through those things, and then that's how you'll move forward. Other than that, you can't, you know, work anything out, or make things happen overnight just because, you know, you feeling good today, or, you know, you want to get over it. That's not how that works. It's a process, and it's a consistency thing. So you're gonna have to keep going through, you know, recognizing different issues and that type of thing, and actually working through it, as opposed to just hopping and skipping over the situation and getting into another relationship. That'll never help. Because you take them same problems with you, and you take the same insecurities to the next relationship. So get that cleared up before you go to your next one. But also keep in mind that y'all have kids, so you have to be mindful of, if y'all do get back together, make sure it's for the right reasons, and not just because y'all have kids together, because at the end of the day, they see what y'all got going on, so they're not blind. So don't make it seem like it's one big happy family and y'all together if y'all not together. Allow yourself to have boundaries and set yourself some standards, and, you know, don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 whatever. But at the end of the day, respect one another. Don't disrespect each other, because that's when it gets all weird for the kids. But other than that, as long as y'all respectful, as long as y'all cordial, and as long as y'all ain't doing nothing wild, then they're fine with it. It is what it is. They're kids. My third question is, do I drink or smoke now that I have went through a spiritual awakening? I don't smoke anymore, just because it don't do nothing for me. Plus I'm just that type of person where I like to control my energy and all the stuff that goes on with me, and smoking, I couldn't do that. And I just feel like people smoke for different reasons, but for me, weed don't calm me down, or, you know, anything smoking related don't calm me down. It don't, you know, make things easier. It don't mellow me out. It don't, none of that stuff. So I do that naturally, so I don't need any type of drug to make me do that. Also alcohol. I will say I have calmed down a lot drinking because I had a little moment where I used drugs and alcohol to numb the pain of some stuff, and I realized that it really wasn't helping. So I drink, but not as much as I used to. Like, I used to be like a party animal back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I know I'm not that old, but you know, back in my prior life, like years ago, and not even years ago, like literally like at the beginning of the year, I was like wild. But I've calmed down a lot, so I don't really drink that much because, again, I don't really need to get drunk anymore because getting drunk, I don't know about y'all, but as you get older, that junk be for the birds. You don't want no hangovers. You don't want to be sick. You don't want to be, you know, just that wild drunk person. Like, that stuff gets old after a while when you get older. So that's just what it is. It's not because I'm on a spiritual journey or anything like that why I don't drink or smoke. I just don't do it. As far as drinking, like I said, I do it just occasionally now. I don't do it all the time. I find myself drinking more wine than I do hard liquor anymore. I have definitely retired the drinking out of the bottle and the, you know, blacking out stage and the trying to drink people under the table. Yeah, I don't do that no more. Been there, done that. No, thank you. I don't do that stuff no more. Next question is, what's a 21-day spiritual cleansing and fast? So again, I told you guys this and probably in my first video that's what I did to get to the place where I am now. Honestly, it's just a time where you are able to block out distractions or remove them and take the steps necessary to get on your healing and inner peace journey, I guess you can say. It just kind of makes you more intentional about what you do and how you do things, and you know, the different things that you allow and you don't allow. It keeps you focused, and it gets you on a disciplined routine and ritual on doing certain things that you normally wouldn't do. Like for me, you don't have to cut out food. If you want to, you can, but it's not the Daniel Foods fast where you have to, you know, not eat something or go on a specific diet or anything like that. It's just, you know, block out or get rid of anything that would be a distraction for you to, you know, stay focused. And for me, I got rid of TV. I got rid of TV. I got rid of social media, and I got rid of I wasn't really going out that much, and when I was, it just felt weird. And as far as drinking and smoking, I wasn't really doing that much anyway, so by then I had already calmed down, so it wasn't a big thing for me. Yeah, but I toned down a lot because of that. Anything that would have been a distraction, I blocked it out. Even talking to certain people, I didn't talk to certain people. I didn't really, you know, get into the stuff that I normally would get in. Literally, I was like, come home, I'd pray. That's where I got my praying from. During the whole fast, there was majority of my time I spent praying and, you know, asking God for things intentionally, and praying for different things to be revealed, and praying for confirmation for certain things, and this, that, and the third. But it deals with your mind and your perspective and your thinking, and also your heart and your feeling and that type of thing, and your mouth, what comes in and out of your mouth. So it works on your mind, your heart, and your mouth. So basically, it retrains or re-educates your mind, your heart, and your tongue. So if you are somebody that feels like you want to do something like that, feel free to hit me up about that. But again, I feel like it's something that everybody should do at some point in their life, because it is one of those moments where it's like refreshing to, you know, sometimes you know yourself, but as you grow and as you evolve, you don't really realize that you have changed so much, but you haven't got to know the new you. So you're still moving as the old you, but you're not really that person anymore. And I found myself being that person. So it just helped me rediscover my self-worth, who I am, who God is in my life. You know, the things that I prioritized then and now what I prioritize. you know, just that type of thing. So it wasn't like any weird voodoo stuff or anything like that. Like I wasn't like out here speaking in tongues and stuff, but you know, it was just one of those things. How do you get through suicidal thoughts, depression, and anxiety? For me, like I've said before, I think on my Facebook group, and probably I dropped it on here in my depression, suicidal videos and that thing. For as far as depression and anxiety, it is really honestly a mind thing. So it's one of those things where once you get your mind in order, those things fall by the wayside. But you have to constantly keep your mind in order. If you allow yourself to go back even for a second, you'll easily slip back into depression. It's not something like a sickness where you could take some drugs and be done. Like no, like it still shows up. I'm not even gonna front you, but at the end of the day, you have to know how to, when those things arise and show back up in your life, how to refrain from going back to the old default way of dealing with things. As far as suicidal thoughts, it's just, again, it's a mind thing. It's just one of those things where you have to know why you're here in the first place for you to conquer it, but also know what's getting you to that point and begin to release those things so that you can heal and be delivered from those things. Me personally, I kind of just got to a point in time where I was tired of living the same time loop. So I was just like, all right, enough is enough. I'm gonna do whatever is necessary. So I prayed about it, but also weirdly enough, I kept waking up. So it's kind of annoying where you're trying to do something that goes against, your natural way of being, and, it doesn't work out as you plan it. It's like trying to drive your car through a brick wall, but your car always, something happens and your gas, doesn't allow you to push it as far as you want to, and it really doesn't go through the brick wall like you wanted it to. Like something always comes in between it, and it's frustrating. I'm not gonna front you. There was times where I was really like ready to get up out of here and leave this earth, but every day I wake up and I was just like, oh my God, again. Like I was trying to close my eyes and go back, but it don't work that way. So if it's meant for you to live, you're gonna live regardless. So you trying to cut your life short is not gonna help that. Whatever you deal with here, you're always gonna deal with. So you might as well, face it head on and stop running from it, because at the end of the day, everybody's got skeletons in their closet, so there's no reason to be ashamed of what you got in your closet, because somebody got something in their closet as well. So you're not the only one, I promise you. So yeah, just work through it. Make sure you get accountability partners to help walk that thing with you and guide you through. And also get connected with people who've been through it before. That helps a lot for some people who, don't like to do things alone, as well as accountability partners. And start speaking positivity into your life. The positive always outweighs the negative every time, as long as you keep doing it and making it part of your everyday life. And, some people say therapy and, rehab centers and stuff, and that's cool for people, but to me it's a temporary fix, because the moment you stop taking those drugs or the moment you stop going to the rehab, people easily relapse. So again, for me personally, I just feel like as long as whatever you choose to do, you stay consistent with it, and you make it part of your everyday routine, then you'll be fine. What else? Would I ever do a meet and greet or a book club? I thought about it, honestly, but I don't feel like I'm that type of person with any type of clout or any type of major following. So I mean, it would just kind of be something small. And as far as a book club, I feel like everybody reads on a different pace, so it kind of would be like weird to me because you want everybody to be on the same page when it comes to reading, but really that's not how that works. And some people just wait for somebody else to tell them, you know, the ending or the middle or the beginning or whatever, and they don't really read, so then it's kind of pointless. So but I would definitely do Bible study. I don't know about book club, but I'll definitely do a Bible study. I will definitely, you know, give you ideas on books to read, but I don't think I would read them with somebody in a specific time frame because, you know, everybody reads on their own pace. And am I single and why? Yes, I'm single for the 18 millionth time. I don't know, a lot of people be trying to put me in a relationship. I've been single for the last... How long have I been single? For the last almost 3 years, 3.5, something like that. Because I don't count my last relationship. It wasn't really that major. It was one of those distant things. And yeah. And it really wasn't like solid, so I wouldn't consider that. So it'd be about 3.5, 4 years. So, and why am I single? Because I feel like I'm a giver and not a receiver. And have been for a very long time, but I'm learning to reevaluate that. But I'm also rediscovering my worth and rediscovering what I like and what I don't like. So honestly, this process for me has been peaceful and soothing and therapeutic. So I didn't want to bring anybody into that because I'm that type of person where, you know, it's cool that people have their problems, but you don't want to be that overbearing person with all the stuff you got going on, all that baggage with you. The less baggage I can have going in a relationship, great. But, you know, the more I have, I don't really want to be in one. I want to get myself together before I get into another one. But, no, the real reason is just simply because I haven't found the person that doesn't care about the physical things anymore. Not to say people don't care about it, but for me personally in dating right now, I just feel like everybody is either about money or about sex, but everything else just falls by the wayside, and that's just not what I'm into anymore. Like, that's cool, that's an addition to, you know, the relationship, but at the end of the day, the relationship has to be built off of more than how much money you got, what you can buy me, and what you can give me physically, because somebody else can give me that. So I'm literally like being super picky in a sense because I only got one. I feel like I only got one relationship in me left. After that one relationship, then I'm going straight to marriage. Like, I don't have time to keep playing with nobody's son. Like, either be with me and marry me or don't, but I'm looking for something long term. So I'm not playing with nobody's child. So either come correct or don't come at all. But at the end of the day, I'm not playing with nobody's child. So yeah. What's my type? I don't have a type. I keep getting asked that question so many times. Because people feel like I have a type. When I was a kid, you can say I had a type, you know, the pretty eyes, tall guys, that type of thing. Now I don't have a preference because I've kind of been with a little bit of everything. So, you know, I've been with the good guys, the bad guys, the, you know, in between, you know, the book smart, the street smart. At this point, you know, I just want somebody to be them all the way to the max and nobody else. And excuse me, that works. I don't really have any specifics. I just need you to be a person that as I give to you, you can be able to reciprocate that and give back to me. If not the same, but something, you still have to be able to give me something because I just can't be out here draining myself in the relationship. Like, that's not what I'm doing. And sorry I'm flying through these questions, but I mean, they don't really require super long answers. What music do I listen to? I get asked that question a lot too. I like a lot of R&B music. I listen to rap, but not as much as I used to, just because nowadays the new rappers, I don't know what the heck they be talking about. Their music is trash, and I feel like everybody, they don't really have a purpose now. They just rap because, you know, it's good money, everybody's doing it, you want to be in the entertainment business, blah, blah. But nobody's really rapping because they have a passion for rapping anymore. It's just kind of like a hobby, or it's just like a an easy job for them, and nobody really cares about it, so they just do things that, you know, bring them more money, but they don't really have any passion in it. Like, they just be mumbling stuff and just saying stuff, and everybody just go with it, and it's just like, you know, money, cars, clothes, and shoes, and women, and all that stuff, that's cute, but like, if you don't do that in your everyday life, I don't want to hear about it. And even if you do, sometimes I really just can care less about the killing, the stealing, the robbing, this, that, and the third. Like, can we talk about something else? Like, something else. But yeah, so I listen to a lot of R&B. I listen to some rap, but not a whole lot. You know, if it's got a catchy beat, sometimes I just might fall and listen to it. But, you know, I'm not really sold on rap right now. And I listen to a lot of gospel music. That is like my morning routine. I have to listen to some gospel music because I'm not trying to turn up early in the morning. That's just not what I'm doing. And I listen to a lot of older music too, because I feel like older music is a lot better than, you know, the newer music. Sorry for my generation that's going to say something in the comments. Too bad for you. Yeah, it is a lot better. It just had meaning, and people actually, you could actually feel that they love what they do, and they created it from a specific place, not just, you know. Anyway, just winging it. Where your man at? Somewhere looking for me, I guess. Somewhere in a relationship that he don't want to be in, and he's trying to figure things out to find his way to me. I don't know, y'all. Like, if I knew where my man was, I would let y'all know. But until then, I'm happily single and ain't got no ring on my finger and not married. So, where my man at? I don't know. I don't got one. When y'all find him, let me know. How do you keep your edges slayed? So I get this question a lot. I don't know why, because sometimes my edges be looking ratchet. Like right now it's a little greasy. But there's like a lot of stuff I use on my edges, believe it or not. I don't just use one product or the other, because as you can see, I got curly hair, so anything that I put on my hair makes my hair curl. But for you wonderful ladies that really want to know the sauce or the tea or the tips and tricks and stuff, if you got curly hair, how to keep it slick, and no, it's not a one of those things that you tie around the edges that keep them slick. None of that stuff. Not for me, at least, because the moment I go outside and the humidity or the rain or whatever catches hold to it, it's back to curls. But for the most part, I use like a foam wrap mousse type of thing, and I go over my edges first, and then I use this stuff called swag goo. You can find that at like Target or a beauty supply store. I will drop literally all of the products in the description so you can find it, and I'll probably try to like find it on the internet so I can actually link the products in here. But yeah, so I use foam wrap, lotion, mousse, whatever. And do I use specifics? No, as long as it's like some type of foam, I'll use it, whatever. And I just do that so that my edges aren't like hard, because, you know, y'all be out here using got to be glued spray and all the other stuff, and y'all tripping. Y'all edges be fried. Not doing it. So I use a mousse, and then, or a foam or whatever. And no, matter of fact, no, I do use a foam. I don't use mousse just yet. Then I use swag goo. It's a edge control. And I don't use a whole lot of stuff. Y'all be out here looking greasy and baking because y'all be putting a whole lot. Then I use this stuff. It's actually it's a gel. It's a like a maximum hold gel. Because I realized if I only use edge control on my hair, that the moment I step outside, my hair, it just be a greasy mess, and it don't be staying like for nothing. So on top of the edge control, I always put like a holding gel of some sort, and that is usually, it's called I don't even know what it's called, but it's by Talia Wajid. It's honestly a gel that is actually for locks and like twists and braids and that type of thing. But I use it on my hair, and clearly my edges be staying, so it works for me. And then on top of that, yes, I use all of these things on my edges. Y'all just don't, people just don't think that I actually put stuff on my edges, but I do. Because when I wake up in the morning, they don't look like this, I promise. And then on top of that, then I use like the braiders foam, the what is that called, the one in the red thread can. And they also have a jam too. Magic fingers, that's what I use. But again, I will put all of the information in the description box for you ladies who really want to just go out and get that stuff and try it and see if it works for your edges. But for me, it works. You know, I don't be trying to do all them swoops and dupes. You know, I get the 4 on the sides and then the 1 in the middle, and that's as far as I go. I ain't got time to do all that because your girl edges be thinning because, you know, wigs and stuff. So I don't even glue my wigs on no more. That's a tip. Stop gluing your wigs on. Especially on your edges. Leave your edges alone, ladies. The other question, number 12. Why don't I wear my own hair? Do y'all see this mess? Do y'all see this? Did you really just ask why don't I wear this mess? Like this was a it was a twist out or a braid out. Like, yeah, so yeah, this is why I don't wear it. Like, my curls only last in the front of my hair somewhat, but like for the most part my hair doesn't really stay curly. Like, it gets frizzy quick. And I don't even touch my hair that much, so I don't know why I get so frizzy. It's probably because I need to clip my ends or some shit. But, you know, I'll clip it. And yes, I clip my own ends because when I go to the hairstylist, they be like, oh, you don't need nothing clipped. And then my hair be looking like this. And then when I clip my ends, it actually looks better. So, ladies, please clip your ends. It don't matter how long your hair get. If you don't clip them ends off, your hair be looking like trash. So clip your ends. And why don't I wear my own hair? I have 4C hair, so it's really hard to find a product that actually works, that doesn't, you know, make my hair look gray when I put it on, because I have colored hair. So a lot of stuff like will leave a film on my hair and make it look gray and take away from the color of my hair. Plus, after a while, my hair gets frizzy and it starts looking dry, and I can't stand it. And my hair is not that long anymore. So, you find me only doing a fro, slicking my edges back, or, you know, putting it in a high puff, because I can't do no ponytails, no buns, no none of that, because this thick hair right here, it ain't, not with them scrunchies, it ain't doing nothing. So yeah, I just kind of just let it go. I don't rock the twist because then I look like somebody's brother, and it's just giving me bro vibes. So I just don't really wear my hair like that no more. I wear it in between styles, just give my hair a break from all of the braids and twists and wigs and all the other stuff. But as far as wearing my hair every day, it's just not happening because, nope. It's easier to maintain weave hair than it is my own hair. That's why. And until you want to be my stylist, because I do my own hair, then I ain't wearing my real hair every day. It's not happening. Like right now, I'm tired of it. I'm ready to do something else. But, you know, this is what I get for doing a braid out, and this is the outcome. So don't ask me where the curls went. I don't know. Somebody asked me, do I tie my hair up? Do you want the real answer? I do, but I don't. Like, I will tie around my edges just because I have colored hair now, and when I wash my face, I have like color on my rags and stuff, and I try to avoid doing that because sometimes it can stain my rags, because I do use white rags to wash my face for the most part. So that's the only reason why I tie this part, and so it doesn't get flat on my head, because if you have natural hair and you tie your hair up and it's not like pushed up on any part of the perimeter, you know that you be waking up with flat hair. And ain't nobody got time for that, because I don't like picking my hair out, because this is what happens when I pick my hair out. So yeah, that's why. So yes, I tie my hair up. I put a scarf around my edges, or at least the perimeter of my head, and then I put a bonnet on. But 9 times out of 10 when I wake up, my bonnet is off, so my hair is out. But I only put a bonnet on just because my pillowcase is cotton, so I don't want to be snagging my hair because my hair is already damaged thanks to color. So yeah. But when I wear weave, do I tie my hair up? When I have braids, do I tie my hair up? Heck no. To answer your question, heck no. But my natural hair, yes, because I don't want it to be damaged any more than it already is. Do I like hood niggas? Wow. I get asked that a lot. because I tell people I like aggression. And when I say aggression, I don't mean I want somebody to beat me up. I just mean that I want you to be a man, but not me. So, you know, act like you a man sometimes. Put your foot down, you know, say what it is that you mean, and, you know, mean it, and stand all 10 toes down, and don't let me walk all over you. That's my type of thing. No, I don't want nobody to fight me all the time, because I'm not fighting back, because these hands is retired. So yeah, no, I ain't doing all that. But I just like a man with a little edge on him, you know. Ladies, if you feel me, drop something in the comments saying that you like it. Now domestic violence, that's another story. I don't like that, y'all. Oh, what do you put in your hair? Is that a trick question? Because honestly, I don't have a go-to product for my hair. Honestly, if it say 4C hair or 4 type hair, I will buy it. If it says for curly hair, I will buy it. If it says for black girls with curly hair, I will buy anything that says curly hair on it. I'll probably pretty much buy it. I've tried almost everything. Shea Moisture, I don't really care for it. I will use the Jamaican black castor oil line sometimes, but you know, as far as like specific products, I don't have a go-to. Sometimes I use the organics line. I'll use like the coconut line or whatever, but as far as like my everyday go-to products, it would have to be between Camille Rose and what is it called? Dang, now I just lost it. Main Choice. I use Main Choice a lot too. Which one? All of them, honestly. I don't have a specific line. But with Camille Rose, I kind of use her, the Moisture Milk a lot. I use it to like a leave-in conditioner. I don't use it like an everyday moisturizer. I'm not that type of person that, you know, moisturizes on a daily, because after a while my hair starts looking greasy and then my hair starts weighing down. So I don't do that every day. I do it every couple days or like once a week, but I don't do that every day. But as like an everyday thing, I kind of just like sometimes refresh like some oil in my hair, but not a whole lot, just like a dime size, rub it in the palm of my hand and just, you know, do one of these numbers. Or if if I'm taking out like a twist out or a braid out or something like that, then I'll, you know, put oil on my hands before I touch my hair, because then it gets frizzy if you don't. But other than that, an everyday product that I put in my hair is probably just the stuff for my edges, because I do my edges every day, because I don't got no choice. These bad boys don't stay slick whether I put a scarf on it or not. Somehow this be over here and that be like, I don't know what be happening while I be asleep. How is it having male friends? Honestly, it's amazing. I know people will be like, I need some female friends. I wish, but females don't really like me. I don't know. I'm just not their cup of tea. I'm sorry. Because I don't really want to talk about you and your man and y'all problems all the time. Like, I don't really want to talk about that. Like, once you got somebody else you can talk to about that, I don't want to talk about it. Like, don't get me wrong, you can talk to me about your problems, but I feel like when you talk to women about problems with their relationships, like, they don't take your advice, so it'd be a waste of time talking to them. And they still go back to the same man, so I don't want to talk about that. But having male friends is amazing because it's even balance between, you know, male and female. So for some odd reason, everybody thinks that, you know, I'm secretly sleeping with my friends and stuff, and it's really not the case. And funny thing is, most of my friends started off trying to talk to me, but we just so happenly not work out in a romantic relationship, or we didn't get that far. So they just kind of turned into like cool friends because they knew almost everything there was to know about me. So it just kind of works. But I will say, my guy friends kind of keep me grounded, in the sense of, you know, knowing boundaries and that type of thing. So, even when I do try them, they don't be taking me seriously. I be trying to tell people that, but they don't be believing me, but it's facts. So, no, we don't be out here secretly smashing, and no, I don't secretly want to be with anybody that I'm friends with. If I wanted to be with them, I would be, but clearly I'm not with them, so you ain't got nothing to worry about over here. As far as them coming on to me, I never really had any issues. We play, we joke, we talk crap, but there's never a point where they ever cross the line. I can go to sleep in their house, in the same bed with them. Nothing will ever happen. They've never tried to brush up against me. They've never taken advantage of me on no drunk night, no none of that. So if that's the type of guys that you have around you that you call your friends, and that's what they do, they're not really your friends. That they just want to low-key smash, but they just don't want to tell you that. So they feel like being friend zone is the quickest way to, nah, not over here. So if I said they're my friend, they're my friend. I called them and talked to them about anything. They do the same to me. And yeah, most of them have girlfriends and all that other stuff. Now, how does that work? I can't tell you. I don't know on their end. But I know for me, anybody I'm ever in relationship with, I bring that up. And I make it a point to let people know that I do have guy friends. And if that's a problem, you might not want to talk to me because they ain't going nowhere. So yeah, how is it having male friends? It is amazing because I don't have to do girly stuff because I'm a tomboy, so I don't really have to, go do lame stuff with women. And not to say that's not fun, but, I like to do adventurous things, and most males are into doing adventurous things. So that's what we be best buds at. What is dating like? It is ghetto out here in these streets. I promise you, it's ghetto. Like how adulting is ghetto, dating is ghetto. Like, people have no filter when it comes to dating. They say whatever. People will like catfish you into dating them. They be out here just telling you what you want to hear, and then 2 days later they like somebody completely different. You be like, I thought you said that, and they be somebody else. So be careful when you dating people that you do not get catfished into a relationship, because at the end of the day, niggas be saying one thing, or men in general be saying one thing, but that's just because they be trying to tell you what you want to hear, and then after that, then they be somebody completely different. So please take your time in dating people, because you don't want to get caught in a relationship that, was built off of fakeness and a fairy tale thoughts that they provided you with. So make sure you do your thorough dating observations and stuff. Catch them outside of the norm. Make sure y'all not just going to have dinner and bowling and movies. Like, catch them outside of that. Catch them with their homeboys. Catch them at the family events. Catch them when they go to the gym, that type of thing, so you can see them in their natural element. Don't catch them where they gotta dress up, they gotta look presentable, and they gotta do stuff because people is watching. No, take them outside of that to their normal habitat and watch them. And that's for anybody that's dating, men or women. Catch people outside of their norm. Don't be dating people and taking them to these nice fancy places where they have to dress it up and make it look pretty, because then when y'all get outside of that, they're not going to be that type of person. So allow them to be them. So start off as friends first, and that way you can work your way up to building your trust and getting to know them really and fully, because it's easier to get to know a friend than it is to get to know somebody that you want to be in a relationship with, because 9 times out of 10 they just doing it to court you. They're not really interested in certain things. They just kind of go with it just because they like you. So, and let them have their own individuality. Don't try to force them to do and be something that they're not. That's not them. Take it or leave it, but at the end of the day, you cannot force nobody to do or be somebody that they're not. Just don't. How to win me over? Stick out like a sore thumb. Don't be offering the same thing that everybody else offering, which is sex and money, because guess what? This girl over here needs more than sex and money to have a successful relationship. And at the end of the day, if you don't have that, then don't even come my way. We could be friends, but don't come my way. That's like no romantic relationship, because that's not gonna go far. Like, sex and money is the farthest thing from my mind when it comes to dating. Like, obviously you need money along the way, but and sex comes later. But when I'm first trying to talk to you and get to know you, that has nothing to do with me getting to know you. How much money you are currently making, and that's cool to know as an additional, but honestly, you could be here today and gone tomorrow with that job. So, I mean, money comes and goes. Sex goes up and down. So, I mean, I need some stuff that's going to be solid. Everything that's in you, not on you, because that can be taken off at any time. So, that's what I be. That's how you can win me over. And being yourself, because trying to be somebody that I want you to be is not going to work. You have to naturally be you, because you set the standards, you set the tone, and you set the expectations high or low. Whatever you come in with, that's what I'm going with. But if that's not you, don't be that person. Do I just like friend zoning niggas? I really don't. But me personally, I feel like, everybody that comes in your life is for a reason or a season. And sometimes, because it doesn't work out romantically, most of the times, just for me, it just works out friendly. Like, we, even though we weren't in a relationship, doesn't mean that we can't be friends, or doesn't mean that, you can be something other than a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And, it just kind of works for me. But do I friend zone niggas? No. But I am that person. I'm a Cancer to the fullest. So, I really believe in, energy and vibes. And I can tell you from not even that long knowing you that I just can't, I don't know what's in your vibe, what energy you're giving me, but it's not something I can move forward with, and that's not something I want in a relationship. So if you decide to stick around as a friend, just stick around as a friend. But as far as that, like, I still be telling people I don't have friends. So if I like friend zoning niggas, then I would have a whole bunch of friends, and I really don't. So yeah. I don't friend zone niggas. Niggas friend zones themselves, okay? Some people are just better off as friends than they are in relationships. Let's put it like that. Do I want kids? Absolutely. I just feel like, after my last experience having a miscarriage, I feel like all of the stuff that I experienced with that person, I feel like now moving forward, I learned my lesson, and I'm not trying to go through that same thing again. So if it's meant for me to cross that bridge, I'll cross it when I get to it. But at the end of the day, I'm not, rushing to have kids, I'm enjoying my life, and I'm doing what I want to do in life. And at the end of the day, if God wanted to bless me with a kid, I'll have a kid. But until then, I'll be out here single in these streets with no kids. And when I say single in these streets, no, I'm not running the streets, but I'm just saying. I'll just be out here single with no kids. So it just works for me, okay? I love kids, though. But I just don't have my own. Where does my peace and happiness come from? God, because it don't come from not no man, no woman, no opportunity, no individual. Like, nobody here on earth gives me peace and happiness. Literally, it all comes from the man upstairs. Like, seriously. Because if I were to get peace, joy, and happiness from man or things or a place, I would easily, have that deterred. So, take that into consideration if you're a person that only gets your peace, your happiness, and your joy from, the people that are in your life, the things you have in your life, and the location that you're living in. Because if that's the case, your peace and your joy is always swayed. But if you continue to allow God to be the center of your peace and your joy and your happiness, it will never be moved one way or the other, whether things are going good or bad. You always, see the good in things even when it's not good, but also you'll always be all right. You may not feel like it sometimes, but you'll be all right. How does it feel being a black sheep? That's a good question. So I realized that I was not normal growing up because I was raised with boys. So I've always kind of been a little off in every scenario because I've always been kind of like a tomboy. So I don't really like a whole lot of girly things. I don't want to get my nails done. I'll get my toes done, but it is what it is on that. But as far as my nails, I've never really been into that. I do my hair, whatever. I do my eyebrows just so I don't look rough. But outside of that, I don't really get dressed up a whole lot, like girly. I'm not putting on a whole lot of makeup. It makes my skin crawl. I'm not out here, you know, looking for tight dresses and booty shorts. Like, that's not my thing. I wear feminine things, but a lot of the stuff that I wear are how do you explain? They're called biker shorts. Biker shorts, yoga pants, sweatpants, leggings, that type of thing. But I'm not really into a whole lot of jeans. I'm not into denim at all, really. If it was up to me, I would never wear jeans. But sometimes it just kind of goes with the outfit. Not really a dress person. If I need to wear a dress, I will. But if I don't, then I'm not wearing it. But yeah, I'm always in a chilled attire. I'm never really like too dressed up or too dressed down. Like, I'm literally always in chill mode. So unless I have somewhere to go, then I may dress up. But honestly, what you see is what you get. I'm not going out of my way to dress up to go anywhere unless it requires me to. What else? I've always had guy friends. That's even since I was younger. I've always kind of been like that because I've always been with the boys. So I've always been like one of the bros. So that's weird to some people. Sorry, y'all, that I can get along with guys so well. But I mean, to them, I'm just kind of one of the bros. So it's not weird to me. I'm not biased, so that's kind of different. Also, I've been on both ends of the spectrum, so I've had my fair share of both sides of the fence, so I'm not biased. I know what it is to be a woman, and I know what it is to, you know, be in a man's shoes sometimes, because I've heard it, and I've been around it, and I've seen it, so I'm not really biased, so you can't really run game on me, really. And yeah. But how is it? It's amazing, sticking out like a sore thumb, because at the end of the day, there's nobody like me, so I commend myself. So, I'm a one of a kind, baby. So I love it. When I was younger, I didn't like it, but now I just embrace it. It is what it is. I'm stuck with it for the rest of my life, so I can't do nothing about it. What else I got on here? How can I still talk to my exes? Listen. Grown people, please listen to me. When you no longer are attracted to somebody that you used to date, when they go from being one extreme to the other, and I mean like backwards, so they don't get cuter, and they don't get smarter, and they don't get any better than when you had them, and you lose all like desire to be with them, then it's really not that hard. I promise you. Like, as long as they don't do nothing stupid, then whatever. Because I don't never, put it like this, I never end my relationships in a point where we're on bitter terms. So if the relationship ended 9 times out of 10, it was me, and I told them I don't want to be with them anymore. So therefore, it wasn't me that caused the problem. So there's never, you know, a big blowout. At the end of the day, we just go our separate ways. But at the end of the day, I'm a unicorn out here in these streets, so they always come back. But you know, they already know that it's never gonna go past, you know, anything friendly, because I don't look at them at that light. Like, it's so bad to the point where we could be in the same bed, and I just look at you like, ew. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's how I look at my exes now. Like, it's almost like looking at my brother, like, ew, gross. Like, But I mean, yeah. Because after me, yeah, they ain't getting no better. But yeah, so it's really not that deep. I just don't look at them like that, and I don't know how they look at me, and I really don't care, but I don't look at them like that anymore. They're no longer attractive. Once you become a person with a negative personality and a negative, you leave like that negative mark on me, you could never be attractive again in my eyes. So it would never go anywhere. Tried it didn't work. Yeah, it's just dead. Like, there's no type of curiosity on what they could be like now. Once I've seen you fully naked and seen you fully clothed, once I've already had you, I don't want you again. It's done. No type of, nah, you can't, nah, I ain't going backwards. Do I really want a relationship? Absolutely, I really do. People think that I just be out here like running from relationships or something. No, I'm not running from relationships. I seriously want a relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm not pressed for one. So for all those that always be trying to holler at me and be trying to talk to me, and from day one they be talking about a relationship, I'd be like, all right, now you lost me. Because I didn't even figure out your first name yet, and you talk about a relationship. Like, don't come into don't come into dating already trying to plan the house and the cars and the clothes and the family and all that stuff with the white picket fence. Like, don't do that. That's weird. If I don't know you and we're just starting to know each other and we're just like trying to figure each other out, don't be trying to plan your life with me. That's weird. Now, if it's a mutual thing, then that's different. But if it's not a mutual thing, it's weird. So, yeah, that's why people don't be hitting on nothing, because they be feeling, they be feeling one way and I'll be feeling another, and I'll be like, all right, you doing too much. Like, it's really creepy. Like, it's like old man creepy. Like, whoa, buddy. Chill out. And it's funny because it used to be like that for men. Men used to, not really care for a relationship, and they just wanted to, move things slow. But nowadays, I don't know where they be getting their inspiration from, but nowadays every man wants a relationship. Everybody want to settle down. Everybody want to have kids, this marriage and all this other stuff. That's cool. But what was y'all like years ago when we was on that wave? Now we ain't on that wave. Now y'all mad. Like, I don't understand that. Somebody please explain that to me in the comments. I don't, what happened to y'all? But yeah, so I do want a relationship, but I just want it to be with the right person, because like I said earlier in this video, I got like one relationship left in me before marriage. So if that ship sails, then marriage is the only other option, and yeah, we gonna be married forever. Ain't no divorcing me. We just have to be in an open relationship or open marriage or legally separated, but I ain't going to fill out no paperwork, and don't send it to me because I'm not signing it. So, food for thought. It's my way or the highway. Like, we going 10 toes down till death do us part if we get married. So, if that's not your intentions, don't do it. But yeah, so I do want a relationship, but I'm just not rushing into one. Because I still have things I need to work on, but also I'm not trying to get in a relationship with somebody that also needs to, work on some stuff. Like, I feel like at this point in life, I keep getting fixer-uppers, and I've said this before, where people come in the relationship or come into dating and they're like all over the place. I've been meeting people who just got out of jail, people who, have mom, dad issues, and they're real insecure and that type of thing. And that's, not knocking those type of people, but I'm ahead of the game when it comes to maturity and growth, as far as for my age. So for me, it's just kind of like hard trying to date people right now, because it's just like the stuff that they be thinking about, I'm not even on that type of level anymore. I'm like past that. So until I find somebody that's on my level or past that, then I guess I'm just be single, y'all. It is what it is. I'm not rushing. I have peace, joy, and happiness and love and a great health, so with or without that person. So I'm just enjoying it. I don't know about y'all. And the last question is, do I ever get mad? I do. It doesn't last that long though. I be, fronting like I'm just this, Tasmanian devil, but at the end of the day, no, not really. I'm definitely a person that in the past I could stay mad and do petty things, but this day and age, my anger is retired. My hands are retired. My anger is retired. The pettiness, she comes back every now and then. I ain't gonna say that. But just arguing and all that stuff, it's retired. I don't have time for that. Like, come on. What are we arguing for? What are we fighting for? What am I mad for? Because if you stay mad too long, then it starts to, turn into other things. And I ain't about to let you get me off my square and make me mad. I walk away from the conversation, walk away from the person, stop the conversation, hang up the phone, talk to somebody else. Like, I'm not doing it. So do I get mad? Yes, I do. I'm human. I'm a normal person. But at the end of the day, I try not to stay in any feeling way too long because it's just not necessary. But you really have to do something to actually make me mad. Like, actually, like, keep doing it, because a lot of stuff I just let go and just let it be, because, you know, ignorance is always going to be around. Yeah, so but hopefully this has helped you guys in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and answered your questions that you guys have asked. If you guys want a part 2, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so before clicking off of this video. Make sure you are watching the videos all the way through, because you don't want to miss nothing. Turn on your post notifications so you get updated when I post another video, because I will be dropping videos back to back like never before, because now I got the time and I got the space. So yeah. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about this video or previous videos or future videos, feel free to drop that in the comments. Also, if you're not following me all over social media, make sure you do so. The link and all of that wonderful stuff will be in the description. Also, your girl's on TikTok now, so follow me on TikTok, and that link will be in here as well. It's probably not going to be in my intro video, sorry, because it's already made, but I will still drop that in here. I will redo my intro sooner than later. My clothing line is coming up soon, Progression Not Perfection, so be on the lookout for that. If anybody is someone that does logos, please hit me up, because I need somebody to do my logo like yesterday. And yes, I'm willing to pay, so yeah. If you are a person that is of this generation that wants to be a part of an encouraging, inspiring, and supportive, safe place, I'm going to drop the link to my Facebook group, Progressing in Who I Am. If you like this video and you know, like encouraging and inspirational things, check that out. There is not really a requirement to join, just, you know, for you to be open-minded. And it's definitely something different from, you know, what you're used to. But I do go live, you know, doing inspirational videos, and then I do check-ins at night, whatever, blah, blah. And I drop inspirational things all throughout the day. So if you need positive energy, positive vibes on social media, check that out. Also, if you guys have any more ideas for content, let me know. Any videos you guys want to see, let me know. Anybody want to link and collab, hit me up. And I'm in the Georgia area if you're somebody that wants to collab. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.